We're only partway into February and there's already so much exciting news both in the Digimon franchise and the Digimon card game. This is Tepid with Gordo's Games, and in this video I'll be covering updates ranging from reprints, a new web novel, and the TCG releasing in brand new territories. The first bit of news you might already know if you're following the channel, as announced in our recent community post, Reprint Booster 01 Rising Wind will be containing the previously removed reprints. Especially in light of our recent video on the topic, this is a boon for new players, who will be in need of some of the critical cards for the game. Now, in that video I did say we need to be active in letting Bandai know how we feel about their decisions, and while at the time it was coming from a not so great place, I implore all of you to let them know how great this is. Both financially and for fostering a player base, reprint sets are one of the most important things for allowing games to survive into the future. It's not something you can pace with just campaign alt arts, tournament prizing, or structure deck extras. I know a few of my buddies I've talked to have shown some trepidations in the idea of their valuable cards going down, but I promise you this is only a temporary stopgap. Card prices will reduce as the reprints drop, people will buy them when the market is low, and then slowly over time as they dry up, those prices will increase again, so it's not necessarily tanking the value of your cards. And in light of this, if you're looking to pick up some staples, take a look at the set list proper. With cards like BT1 Tai, ST1 Greymon, and Zord Defeat on the list, you may want to trade it below mark value, or just wait a few months for them to drop proper when the set releases. Even as a full-size set, it'll be sure to help reduce the current costs of some of these Digimon cards. Another exciting piece of news for accessibility is the announcement of the Digimon card game being localized in South Korea. South Korea is one of the biggest markets in Southeast Asia, and is in contention with regions like Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia for burgeoning TCG communities. Often these areas have to use Japanese or English cards. With this release, South Korean players will be able to enjoy the game fully localized in Hangul characters. The initial SKU doesn't have a date yet, but will include starter decks 1, 2, and 3, retailing at 10,000 won or roughly 10 USD. In addition, 2 promotional packs have been announced, including announcements for the 4 promo cards featuring anime and movie art that were distributed during BT1. Now for those of us not in Korea, this is still a good sign as it speaks to Bandai's faith in the game and its success to be able to afford a new market distribution. Furthermore, hopefully this speaks to potentially releasing in regions like Mexico, Brazil, or Portugal, which often face difficulties in acquiring cards, having to face exorbitant import fees. For anyone who outcried the game was dying, this displays stark opposition to the contrary. The final and most exciting piece of news is the trailer for Digimon Seekers, announced at DigimonCon 2023. Seekers is coming on the news of Ghost Game's upcoming end, and will serve as a multimedia production with web novels narrated by Gamamon's voice actor, Miyuki Sawashiro. With only a 1-minute trailer, we don't have too much to go on, but it's assured this will be as big as the successor to Ghost Game. Currently we have some promotional art featuring a myriad of anniversary Digimon: Pulsemon, Ryudamon, Doromon, and our new best boy, the Wolf Lugamon. Interestingly enough, Lugamon also completes the Data, Vaccine, and Virus trio with Ryuda and Doromon. Maybe this hints at interesting connections to Alphamon? Also, the art style is definitely wild, featuring hyper-realistic characters compared to what we've seen from the normal Kenji Watanabe. As well, we see some new Digimon with a bunch of Commandramon, potentially new soldiers for the fan-favorite D Brigade. In line with the Survive promos and the initial Ghost Game promos, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these characters in paper form sooner rather than later. Currently, with just a Vital Bracelet announced for merchandise, I'm sure new news will trickle down soon into our pipeline. With Seekers and the upcoming Adventure Zero 2 film, it's a very exciting time to be a fan of the franchise. Which piece of news we covered today is your favorite? Are you excited for Seekers? What further announcements do you hope we get this year? Thank you to all of our viewers out there as Gordo's Games continues our road to 500 subscribers. Wishing you the best. This is Tepid. As always, stay safe and have a great day.